Well, the Navy's round-the-clock operations are underway for the fourth consecutive day to find the 36 missing people who are on board barge 305 that sank in the Arabian Sea because of Cyclone Tauktae. Battling extreme weather, the Navy has rescued 188 people so far and recovered 37 bodies. INS Kolkata arrived in Mumbai carrying the survivors and the bodies of the brave nature's victims. While INS Kochi has rejoined the search and rescue operations, Indian Navy ships worked through the night using searchlights to trace any movement in the pitch-dark waters. Navy helicopters along with Coast Guard units also helping in search operations. Pankaj Upadhyay is getting us more details on that story. He joins us from Mumbai, and Abhishek Bhalla is also with us for more on that story, joining us from the national capital. First to you, Pankaj. The rescue operations have been extremely difficult, but there is hope against hope that the missing persons will be found alive, isn't it? Just tell us, what does it look like as far as the progress of the rescue work is concerned?
Sneha, the search and rescue operations still continue. Indian naval ship Kochi has rejoined the operations. Additionally, the Coast Guard units are also helping the Indian Navy right now. The figures that we have say that 180 survivors of the accommodation barge P305 have been rescued. There were 261 on board. Unfortunate news that 37 people lost their lives. And the latest update from the Navy said that INS Kochi has rejoined the search and rescue operations. And they are being held by the Coast Guard units. We all know that accommodation barge P305 sank some 35 nautical miles off the Mumbai shore. But just a few minutes back, I was having a word with the Navy officials, and they were saying that the SOS call from this accommodation barge P305 was received between 8:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. on 17th of May. And within an hour's time, within a short period of time, INS Kochi set sail. He added that even though it requires big ship a couple of hours to ready themselves to set sail, but since the Navy was anticipating that there could be some trouble in the high seas, they were prepared, and in a short notice, within an hour's time, INS Kochi was able to set sail. The search and rescue operations still continue, and the Indian Navy is being joined in the search operations by the Coast Guard as well.
Yes, absolutely. How challenging is this operation, Abhishek? Just put this in perspective for our viewers.
Well, Sneha, this was a big task. Yesterday I spoke to the commanding officer of INS Kochi, Captain Sekera. And this is exactly what I asked him. And he explained to me that, when they left the harbor, where the wind speed was 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, into the deep seas, this increased to 100 kilometers per hour. There were waves that were going up as high as 30 feet. And the rain was intense. It was almost blinding. That's what he said. And that's what made things extremely challenging. Air operations were very difficult because in such circumstances, the helicopters and the reconnaissance aircraft find it difficult to take off. And that's the reason why they were made to take off from naval bases in Mumbai and also from Tamil Nadu. So these were the complexities of the operation that was explained to me by the captain of the ship. And even though things have calmed down in the sea now, that's the reason why, it seems that operations would be slightly easy. But the fact remains that there are still more than 30 people who are unaccounted for. We can say they are missing. And that's the reason why the Indian Navy, along with Coast Guard, is augmenting all its resources to make sure these people can be accounted for as early as possible.
Yes, Pankaj, what about the kind of assistance that the government perhaps is going to be extending to the kin of those who have lost their lives in the cyclone?
Well, right now, any statement is yet to come from the government side, though yesterday the government officials maintained that they would be willing to lend out any assistance. But right now, the focus, of course, remains on the search and rescue operations which are being conducted by the Indian Navy. There are still some missing people, but there is still hope, even though the Navy says that they are trying their level best. They are being assisted by the Coast Guards as well. And I was saying a few moments back how Indian Navy had quickly responded to the SOS call. I remember the officials saying when the INS Kochi set sail at around 10 a.m. Because of the harsh weather conditions, they could only reach the site at around 4 p.m. because this accommodation barge P305 sank around 35 nautical miles off the Mumbai coast. But such were the conditions that from 10 a.m. it took INS Kochi 4 p.m. To reach that particular place. But the search operations still continue. And Navy officials say they haven't really given up hope. They are still trying their level best. The surveillance aircraft, the helicopters, Indian Navy ships, assisted by Coast Guard units, all are at that site and trying their level best to search if there are any survivors.
All right, Pankaj Upadhyay, thanks for getting us up to speed with that important story that we are tracking, a rather unfortunate one where we are still waiting to hear about the well-being of several people who continue, in fact, to be stranded after the cyclone. Abhishek, thanks for your perspective as well.